Hey, welcome to my journey into another weigh-in. This is late in the day because Jacob's been here today, and I'll tell you in a minute why we didn't have our normal Wednesday. Boy, Wednesday turned into a thing, but I wasn't sure how weigh-in was going to go this week because, I've had 3 gains in a row, and that's just unheard of for me. So this week I got on the scales and I was up 1.6. And I figure after 3 losses, 2 of them were really good. Last week was almost 5 pounds. It was about time for a gain. And I'm not sweating it because I know I did good. And even though I've added some complex carbs in, I had some simple carbs this week because I did eat the ravioli. I wanted that and I ate it. Not a bunch, what filled me up. But the week before, I had introduced the carbs and I lost almost 5 pounds. So that's not it. It's just your body fluctuates and these things happen. So it is no big deal to me. I'm just going to stay the course and we'll see what shakes out next week. Now, the reason why Jacob come today on Thursday instead of Wednesday, well, Holly and her daddy had plans to repot some tomatoes. The seedlings, the way they looked, they thought they needed repotting in a bigger pot. And I was going to go down there and have my time with Jacob, and then instead of them coming up here, obviously. So I'm on the way down there, and I get a call from my brother. And he says, kind of like, what am I doing or whatever? I said, I'm on my way to Holly's. I said, I'm going to see Jacob. And he said, well, he had a wreck on his way to work. And he had called Mama because he couldn't get me because my dadgum phone, it does not ring half the time. When people call me, it just does not ring. It goes straight to voicemail. And I didn't get it. Well, he said he called Mama and she was going to get ready and go get him if he couldn't get me. I said, no, she can't be driving over there to Charlotte, especially in the morning rush hour. No, I said, let me go down here, take this stuff to Holly, because I was practically there anyway. Let me take your stuff to Holly, and then I'll come get you. So I took that down there, and when I went, I took my big cup, and she was out in the car because she had texted me, and I didn't see it because I was driving. Did I mind waiting because she needed to go to Food Line and get her some half and half for her coffee. Listen, when you need your coffee, you need your coffee. And she knew when her daddy got there, she wasn't going to have time to do it. So when I got there, they were warming up the car, and I said, well, do you mind doing one thing for me first? I said, I bought my big cup. Will you get me some of your ice and water out of your refrigerator? Her water is the best water. It's well watered, and David put a huge water softener, whole house water softener. And golly, that's the best water. And so I drank on that all day. It killed me when I drank all the water, and I didn't add my old city water to that ice. I added a bottle of water. I thought that'd be better than my city water messing up her good old country water. So my brother had walked across the street and was sitting in McDonald's, and I went and got him. It was on down in Charlotte a little bit, but not too bad. It was just slow getting there because of traffic, morning traffic, rush hour traffic. And so we went, and it wasn't too far from there where the tow yard was, right? So he had forgot his phone charger in his car. He said, could we go down there and get it? He said, if not, he'd come back or something like that, get his friend Jesse to bring him or something. I don't know. I said, no, we can go. Well, we got there, and they said, oh, your car's at the other lot. And it was downtown Charlotte. So, I was like, I don't want to do this because I thought I was going to have to get on I-77, and I don't drive I-77. If I have to drive an hour out of my way, I will not get on 77. I just won't do it. People on that road are insane. And they won't let you over. And there's a part of it when you're going to Charlotte, because it's where I used to work, and I had to get on it. I had to drive it. That goes to downtown that you have to get on 77, and then right before you got to get off, you got to hurry and get across like 4 lanes. And I thought we was going to have to get on it. We didn't. We didn't. So we drove all the way across town to go downtown, and he was able to get his stuff. So he found some other stuff in there to get. So we got that, and then we got home. And obviously it was too late for me to go to Jacob's because he's going to have to get a nap and all that. But he's okay. He didn't. I guess I should have started with that. He didn't get hurt or nothing. He said he misjudged the car in front of him, I think. He thought the light was turning or something. Anyway, he said his airbag deployed, but not fully, so he didn't get hurt from that. So that is what happened yesterday. But I was going to tell you, I went and got my eyes checked. Finally got my eyes checked. Got me some new glasses coming. Won't be here for about a month, which I think is excessive, but that's all right. As long as I'm going to get me some new glasses. I think they're pretty. They're different from gold. They're silverish purplish. Not like purple like that. Just, understated. And I like them. I like them a lot. And it was out of the box for me because I still wanted metal. I don't think plastic goes with me. I just don't think. And so I got those. And that is where RJ's Holly works. At that eye doctor. And about her, she just took her last class to get her master's. So now she's just waiting all the paperwork and all that to be done. So she is fully certified to have her master's degree. I don't know exactly. I think it's in psychology maybe. She has a job lined up. She'll be working the job, and then when her master's, and they have a specific certification for the particular job she's working, she'll have to do that, and then she'll be bumped up to something, still doing the job, but bumped up. So I'm very proud of her. She told me, bless her heart, she said if it wasn't for RJ, she said his love and support and kicking me in the you know what when I needed it, she said I would have quit. She said because it got hard. There at one time, she worked a full-time job. She was doing an internship and taking classes. So she earned this thing. She fought tooth and nail, and she earned it. I'm very proud of her. Hold on, I got some tea too. But Jacob today, that boy, he talks so proper. When this morning at 9 o'clock, he said, "Can we go to Taco Bell?" I said, "Well, honey, I don't think they're open yet." I said, "Let's wait till Papa gets home," because he had a dentist appointment. I said, "Let's wait till Papa gets home, because he'll be hungry, when he gets home." And so Papa come in, he come in there, and Jacob, at least a half hour, if not more, sat in my closet. I got a tub in there. It's got my pocketbooks and bags in it. It's got a lid that snaps down. He wanted to go in there and watch his skeleton cartoon thingy. And so he started out on the bed eating a moon pie. And he knows with his tooth being loose, he has to chew on the side. He's very good about it. And then he was playing in the closet with the bifold doors. And that was his house. And then he was hiding, and we played. And then all of a sudden, he just got quiet. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Hiding." Well, he was standing there for a while just watching the cartoon. And then he would shut the door, and he wouldn't say nothing. He was just in there just playing. There's just odds and ends there he could get to, nothing that could hurt him. And then he opened the door, and he was sitting. I could see his legs sticking out where he was sitting, just watching his cartoon. So I told Holly, I said, I figured that was like his fort. You know how kids like little cocoons, they love that kind of stuff. Mine always did. So anyway, we said, "Did you want to go to Taco Bell?" He said, "Or Old McDonald's." That's what he calls it now. I said, "Well, do you want Taco Bell? Do you want Old McDonald's?" He said, "Both." I said, "No, you have to pick one." He had his fingers up. Taco Bell, Old McDonald's. I said, "Well, pick one. Which one you want?" He said, "Old McDonald's." I said, "All right, well, that's where we're going." So I got a Happy Meal. I ate it. I did. hamburger Happy Meal, and it's small, so there's nothing to worry about on that. And I'm not worried about it going out to eat with my grandbaby. I'm not worried about a Happy Meal in the scheme of my week coming up. No. But I was going to tell you, I bought these legendary Pop-Tarts from Walmart's because they're expensive and there's only 4 in here. But I'm tired of chocolate, and I know that's crazy for me to say it, but I'm tired of chocolate. I wanted something fruity, something non-chocolate that was protein, and these are protein. I didn't realize it. So one pastry is 180 calories, 22 carbs, minus 8 fibers, minus 9 erythritols, which is, I guess, they consider a sugar alcohol. So that gives it, do the math, 5 net carbs. Okay, 5 net carbs. And 20 grams of protein for one of them. Well, I had one day before yesterday, I guess. Now, they're not as big as a Pop-Tart. They're shaped and look like a Pop-Tart. Now, my review of them is mixed. I can go, yeah, I like them. I can go, no, I don't like them. Or I go in the middle. I like some stuff about them, and I don't like other stuff about them. But people were asking, I had, a couple say, could I let you know? Because they are expensive. I took a gamble. But I look at it as they're protein bars, and if you buy a protein bar separately, that's about par for the course. So the pastry around the outside, it's almost like a pastry. Like, it's not as hard as Pop-Tart. It's soft. There's a thick icing on it. And when you break it in the middle, and sprinkles, when you break it in the middle, it looks just like grape jelly. So it's as much like a Pop-Tart that's not a Pop-Tart as you would want. The flavor is not bad. There's some aftertaste, but it's not very strong. But it's overwhelming. It's, to me, too sweet. And it's just too, I don't know what the word is. Thick, dense, sweet. It's too rich. And that's funny, considering it's a sugar-free item. So I just about could not get the whole thing down. It was just too much. And if I had been thinking properly, I would have saved half. And that is what I'm going to do from now on. I'm only going to eat half. I'll get 10 grams of protein, which is fine. That's just like a cookie size. And so, will I buy them again? I don't think I would. I'm glad to have tried them. And I will eat them because the protein, because I paid for them. But they're just too much for me. They're too much. They're too much. Too much flavor. And I know that sounds crazy, but they're too strong. They're just too strong for me. So I bought a protein cookie. It's not like a protein bar. Not nowhere near the protein in it. I got it. You'll see it on my menu plan Saturday. It's a Quest strawberry cookie. I think it's only like 5 grams of protein, but it's something that's fruity. Now, these Pop-Tarts, whatever you want to call them, it's not like I'm going to eat one every day. I'll be lucky to eat one a week. I don't even eat my protein bars now like I should. I've been eating good meals and not really needing to have a snack in between. So I've been doing good right there, but I'm not hitting protein goals. I don't even have to track it to know. And I'm doing bad on tracking, but I don't have to track to know I am not hitting my protein goals. Hold on. Sorry about that. So, why do you want to eat when you're not hungry? I'm telling you, eating my protein, even if it's a protein that was, like tonight, I'll make some steak and country style steak and gravy, and there'll be a little bit of flour on that cube steak, and just whatever gravy clings to it, which there's nothing to a little bit of gravy. But now that is not a complex carb, but I'm going to make steak and gravy in this house. That's going to happen. But if I eat that little bit of protein right there, I'll be full, and then it'll hold me. I won't have room for the. I've been putting them on my plate, like a spoonful of brown rice and a spoonful of corn, and I couldn't even get through both of them. When I ate my meat, it was like chicken, I think, something, and I couldn't eat. I'm talking a spoonful, not a golly-whopping spoonful, just a small spoonful, not a serving spoon. I couldn't even eat the 2 spoonfuls of complex carbs after I ate my meat. I could not eat it all. So I'm doing good on that, even if some of my meats are supplemented with a little bit of flour or something like that, because it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. Listen, I ain't keto, so it's not like I'm doing something outside my diet, because I'm 100% not keto. I'm high carb first, high protein, low carb, low net carb, low simple carbs, a simple carb here and there with just a skosh of flour on it, whatever. You'll see my meal prep is coming up. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. But so I did get on my eating. So that's why I'm not worried about my weight. I'm just not. It's not even in my head. I'm not even concerned about it. Now, the next thing. I got this today because yogurt gags me. I used to could eat it. I used to eat that Dan and Light and Fit. I liked it. Since I quit, I got tired of it, I think. And then since I quit eating it, I can't stomach it. I just can't stomach it. I've tried some other yogurt. I can't stomach it. So today I was looking at yogurt at Food Line, and I was going to try the Light and Fit, but they quit selling it in singles, and you can only buy a 4-pack. I'm like, I'm not buying a 4-pack in case I can't stomach it again. So I've never tried this Oikos 000. I said, whatever, let's try it. So I got the peach. I like it. I like this yogurt. It does not have a tang. It does not have a twang. There's just a touch of chalk, I guess you could say, but not chalky chalk. It's just a little. It don't leave chalk in your mouth. There's just something there. And I looked. I can't. It doesn't say anything about Greek yogurt. So maybe that's got something to do with protein powder. Maybe, I don't know. But the taste, the texture is wonderful. It's smooth, but it's thick. It's a thick yogurt. You couldn't spill it out if you tried. You turn the whole thing upside down, it's not going to fall out. Like others will pour out. No, this is nice. And the flavor is not strong, so it doesn't slap you upside the head. If you want a yogurt, if yogurt gets on your nerves and makes you blah, go try this. Just get you one of them. Pick a flavor and try it and see if this one don't change your mind. I will be eating this. And listen, here's the good part. Okay, there's 90 calories. There is 7 carbs, no fiber. So that's 7 carbs, 7 net carbs. But here's the kicker. Protein. Look right there. 15 grams of protein in this little cup of yogurt. So you can see I had it as soon as I come home from the grocery store because my mouth was all dry and feeling, So I'm like, well, let me go ahead and try it. And I'm telling you, I said on my haul, I'll take one bite, and if I don't like it, I won't have no gift. I'll throw the whole thing away because I'm not eating something that's gross. I liked it. It filled me up too. I didn't realize that I wasn't really hungry, but I had opened it up, so I ate it. Hold on. Now, the next thing, oh my word, I saved the best for last. My cousin is doing the low carb diet. I don't think she's necessarily doing high protein. She's just doing low carb. And her problem is sweets. But oh my gosh, the first 2 weeks she lost like 18 pounds. She's doing awesome. Well, she sent me a thing. She said, have you tried these popsicles? I said, no, I didn't know there was such a thing. She said, they have them at Food Line, but you get 4 of them, and they're more expensive to get them like that than to get them at Sam's. She said, they're delicious. Well, I'm going to insert a picture so you can see the picture, because I didn't want to get it out because it's in the freezer. And I'm not a salty caramel person, so I was kind of skeptical. But it says that it's a ribbon of salted caramel through the vanilla ice cream, I guess. And the outside is like a brown mule. And just little bitty specks of almonds on it. Honey, it tastes sinful. I had one last night just because I hadn't had one when I bought it. I'm like, oh, I stayed up a little later. I'm like, let me get me a little dessert. That thing is delicious. For a treat, an occasional treat, don't get them and eat one every night. No, because let me give you the things. They're 190 calories, so they're not low calorie. So don't go up and eat one every night. That's a 200 calorie meal. And if you ate a full day, you don't really have room for that every day. An occasional treat, yes, you do. Okay, now their box says 3 net carbs. But according to their nutrition label, that is not true, because they have 15 total carbs, 4 fibers, and 3 sugar alcohols. So 15 minus 7 is 8. So that is 8 net carbs. I don't know if it was just a misprint on the box, but that is not 3 net carbs. And then 4 grams of protein. So it has some protein in it. So you're getting a little bit of protein with your dessert, but I can't recommend them enough. I really want to go get like 10 more boxes in case they decide to stop selling them, because you know every time you find something you like, they stop selling it. Ain't that how it works? You get something and then all of a sudden it's gone. There was something the other day and it was just like, oh, okay, well, they don't do that no more. So, but those are my reviews of those 3 items that to me are high carb. I say that all the time. High protein, low carb. And I think 8 net carbs for a decadent popsicle. They call it keto. I don't know if 8 net carbs is keto or if they're talking about 3, but I still don't know how they got the 3. I just don't. But I don't care. 8 net carbs is fine with me. In the full scheme of the day, just to keep low carb, oh yeah, you can do it. So I don't think there's anything else I was going to tell you. I think I heard Holly come in and she was talking, because I'm letting them do the garden. I'm just letting them do the garden. I'm letting them make all the decisions. I'm not in the decision making. I'm letting, excuse me, her and her daddy do it all. And she's having a ball with it. I heard him in there talking. I think I heard him saying he was going to try to till the garden spot up this weekend because he wants to put some lime out. Do something to the dirt. I think that's what, when he sent in the dirt sample, that was one of the things. Oh, it just started raining. See, I knew, I was going to say it does something to the dirt. It has to sit on it for 6 weeks. It was really, really windy outside, and I thought, well, the wind messed with the microphone on the phone. And I said, besides, it's black clouds everywhere, and if it starts raining, that wind's going to blow that water straight in on me. If we were out there right now, I'd be getting sprayed, and it was a little chilly. Me and Jacob went out there and played a little bit. So, anyway, Holly got to do some shopping. She found him some shorts and her some shorts, and I don't know what else she found. So, anyway, I think that's all I'm going to do today. That was a 1.6 gain, and we're not even worried about it because 3 weeks in a row I had a loss, and one little gain ain't going to derail me. Got my eyes on the prize. All right, that's all I know. I will see you tomorrow for a shopping haul.